to have a pillow for under your head, blocks maybe for under your feet when we're doing some chair yoga. That's all your choice. I also invite you to find your aromatherapy tonight. That's in the form of essential oils or lotion, or perhaps a candle, or even to slice an orange and place it in your space. It just adds so much to your environment. The next thing is music. We have a Courage to Caregivers playlist that you can go ahead and play on your own in your own space, or you can choose just stillness with no music. Either way, it's your choice. And then I'd like you to think about a goal that you can take with you from tonight's session, something that you may be able to bring into your week, or maybe even beyond that, something that really resonates with you tonight. And so if everyone is ready with your comfortable space, we can begin. Okay, I'm looking for my notes, excuse me. Where did they go? Oh, okay, well, guys, here, sorry, I found them. I'm so sorry. Okay, so tonight we are continuing with the theme of management for the month of September. And the topic for tonight is who's on your team? Sometimes the weight of caregiving can be so immense and we feel like we're all alone. And because we're human beings and we're interconnected with other human beings on this planet Earth, we can pretty much say that at one time or another in someone's life, you're going to be a caregiver. So last month we talked about having a support network, a group of people that can help you with your caregiving needs and support you along that journey. This can consist of family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, community members, clergy for spiritual support, and professionals like doctors, therapists, and counselors. And this also extends to financial support people like financial advisors, accountants, and insurance experts. So all of these experts help take care of your loved one's needs and your needs as well. And so from this support network that we have already discussed, you can create a team, and you are the captain of this team. So you get to develop and create this team and put it all together. Just like on a football team, you need all the players to be fully engaged, even the ones on the sidelines, because you never know when you're going to have to call upon somebody to jump in and take a part in your journey. Just like the quarterback passes the ball to the wide receiver and the wide receiver runs it into the end zone for a touchdown, all of the players surrounding the quarterback need to be in place. You know, people to guard him and protect him as he plays the game. You are the quarterback, you are the captain. And so when you get your team together, your job is to delegate the various roles of these team members, and then to make sure that their special tasks are carried out to completion for your caregiving needs. So who are your peeps? Who are the people in your life that you can count on? Sometimes it's hard to believe that there's actually someone in your corner when we feel overburdened, overloaded, and maybe even overwhelmed with our caregiving duties. Sometimes just taking a moment to concentrate on a feeling of gratitude for these people in our lives that support us is all we need to kind of change our perspective and have the endurance and the strength to go forward. And so in order to get in touch with our feeling of gratitude and at the same time reduce stress and anxiety, we practice breathing and meditation. That is something that is paramount to our sessions in Courage to Caregivers. Tonight we're going to talk about a breathing technique called heart math breathing technique. And this is when we recognize that the heart and the brain have a relationship. The heart, just like the brain, has its own complex nervous system. The heart sends information to the brain just like the brain sends information to the heart. And so there is a technique called heart math breathing and meditation technique. It teaches you to focus on breathing from your heart, around your heart and the actual heart space. And this, when you bring the heart and the brain together, it harmonizes your body, your mind, and your emotions. So it's a really nice integration here. The heart math technique creates a sense of coherence between the brain and the heart. And so in actually 60 seconds, when that is working, your stress and anxiety levels come way, way down. And so at times when you're feeling frustration, irritation, anxiety, maybe even anger, or when you feel yourself thrust into a moment of acute crisis, or emotionally, you feel just emotionally drained, when you can lower your stress level by this type of breathing from your heart, then your thoughts and your emotions become balanced and you're better equipped to deal with whatever is coming your way. You can actually change your heart rhythm by calming your parasympathetic nervous system. And by doing so, you reset your stress level. So we're going to try a little bit of that now. And what I'd like you to do is find a comfortable seated position on your chair. And just simply sit back with your back against the back of the chair. And maybe roll your shoulders up to your ears and let them settle back down again. Do that a couple times, rolling the shoulders up, and feel that connection of the shoulder blades in your back. Feel that strong connection. And then feel the connection of your feet on the ground beneath you. And then feel the connection of your sitting bones on the chair. As you start to inhale and exhale, even breath, inhaling in and exhaling out through the nose. And I invite you to close your eyes if you'd like, or even leave them softly cast down at a gazing point in front of you. Just inhaling in and exhaling out. And then we're going to put a count to our breathing. So inhaling in for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, inhaling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhaling out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, as we're breathing in this 5 count in and 5 count out, I'd like you to bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your low belly, and just feel that connection between your heart and your belly. And when you breathe in, feel that expansion of your heart in your hand. Feel your belly pushing out into your hand as you receive the air. And then as you exhale, feel the dropping down of your chest and feel that belly contract in towards your spine. So that heart-belly connection, just let that be with you as you inhale and exhale, going in for the count of 5, exhaling out for the count of 5, feeling that heart space in your hand. Just take a moment or two to let that sink in. Good. And then know that as we're breathing, if any thoughts try to creep in, any negative thoughts, just let them go. And just know that you can notice them without judgment. But then as we breathe, just let them float away and know that they will not impact your practice tonight. Good. And again, feeling that breath rise Feeling your chest expand, belly expands, and then feel the belly contract and the chest go back down as you breathe in and out. And now I invite you to bring the hand that's on your belly up to your heart space, placing that hand over your other hand so that both hands are resting on your heart. And feel your chest expand as you inhale. Feel your chest contract and go down as you exhale. Feel that connection here at your heart space. And pretend that your breath is flowing in and out of your heart. So dropping down from the feeling of the breath coming in and out of your nose, you are now breathing in and out of your heart, heart-focused breath. And feel that breath going in and out of your heart. And breathe in an attitude of calm and balance. And as you breathe from your heart, breathing in that feeling of calm, breathe out any feelings of negativity. Be aware of the feeling of your breath slowing down and your stress and anxiety levels lowering and going away. And as you breathe in this manner from your heart, as you receive the breath into your heart space and then let it go from your heart space, I'd like you to focus on someone or something that you are grateful for in this present moment. And feel a feeling of deep appreciation and deep gratitude for this person or this thing. Think of someone who supports you and someone who understands what you're going through. And as you feel that connection, that feeling of gratitude, start to feel your stress drift away. And bask in this feeling of gratitude, bask in this knowing that you are grateful, that you live in a spirit of gratefulness. And as you continue to breathe again from this heart-focused space, I will read our affirmations for today's practice. I am grateful for all the people who have supported me along this path of life. I am supported in ways I don't always see. My team has my back. And just taking a few more breaths here in this heart-focused space. Breathing in, calmness, breathing out, negative thoughts. Let that breath fill you, fill every cell in your body, nourishing you, rejuvenating you, and replenishing you with calm, supportive breath. And as that feels complete, you can open your eyes and bring your hands down to your lap. Good. That was great. I hope that feeling of gratitude just helped lower all that stress and anxiety and anything that you may have been carrying with you today. We're going to try a little bit of chair yoga here. So chair yoga are yoga poses, but they're done with the support and the stability of a chair. So I'm going to move my chair back a little bit so you might be able to see me a little bit better. And we'll begin by doing some neck and shoulder exercises to warm up the neck and shoulder area. And so I'd like you to bring your hands to your shoulders. And then bring your elbows into touch. And on the in-breath, inhale in and lift your heart, lift your gaze, opening the chest and feeling the shoulder blades connect in the back. Nice big breath here. And then exhale and round in, round the spine, bring those elbows back together. And on the inhale, open the chest, open the heart, lift the gaze, receiving the breath. And once again, exhaling in, round the spine, touch the elbows. And start to invite that movement at your own pace to the rhythm of your own breath. Inhaling as you expand, and then exhaling as you curl in. And just feel how that loosens any tension that you may be carrying in your neck and in your shoulders. Good. And then place your hands on your lap once again. This time, bring your right arm straight up above you. Take your left hand and press it into the seat next to you. And then very gently take your left ear with your right hand and hinge your head to curl over the right shoulder and just opening up that whole left side of the neck here. Really feeling that opening stretch. Good. And then inhale back to center. This time press the right hand into the seat, raising the left arm up overhead, taking the right ear and tipping your head ever so gently over the left shoulder. Breathing in here. Good. And inhale back to center. Let's come to the edge of our chair and step your feet out wide so that your heels are pointing in, your toes are pointing away. Maintain a nice, tall, straight spine here. And we're going to do a little chair twist. So bring your hands to heart center to prayer position. And then take your left elbow to the right knee and come down into a twist, twisting to the right. Breathing into that stretch. Good. And inhale back to center, returning your hands to heart center here. And once again, we'll do that on the opposite side, taking right elbow to left knee, twisting to the left, and opening all those tight spaces. And inhale back to center. Good. And then let's come back into a little bit further back into your chair and inhale your arms straight up overhead. And then twisting to the left, exhale, bringing your arms down. Inhale up to center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale to center, twist to the left. Inhale, center, twisting to the right. And then inhale, bringing the arms up overhead and returning them to heart center. We're going to do one standing posture today. We're going to come into mountain pose. So let's move our chairs away. And then let's find our grounding in mountain pose here. So we're standing nice and tall. Arms are at our sides, palms facing up. Shoulders are rolled back, nice and straight. Our ears and shoulders are aligned. And feel the lift through the crown of your head as you stand here in mountain pose, and really feel your feet rooting into the earth. Good. And then from mountain pose, we're going to do a very sort of an affirming posture, a moving pose. And so we're going to bring our arms straight up overhead. And then we're going to bring our fingers down like little raindrops as we come forward into a standing forward fold, all the way down. And from the forward fold, we'll scoop our arms up like you're scooping up those raindrops, all the way up, coming up. And then with your arms overhead, bringing your arms back down. And then returning hands to heart center. Now, as we go through these movements, I'm going to say some words that are positive affirmations, and notice how the difference in how your body feels different from when we did it without words, and now how it's going to feel different when you do it with an affirmation. So standing here in mountain pose, bringing your arms up overhead, and coming forward, all good things rain down on me, bringing your raindrops down to the forward fold. And then scooping up those raindrops, all good things flow up through me. Good. And then bringing our arms down, all good things surround me. And then hands return to heart center. Great, good job. Okay. Well, I invite you now to find a comfortable position for our last posture today, which is called Yoga Nidra. And this is a resting pose. In every yoga class, we do what is called Shavasana, where you can rest. You can either rest seated in your chair, or you are welcome to rest on the floor if you have a yoga mat nearby or a blanket. And I invite you to lay down and feel that connection of your body on the floor. And really sink down into your mat. And feel supported by the ground beneath you. And then begin to feel your eyes soften and feel the muscles in your face start to soften, your jaw and the space between your eyebrows and your temples. Let all remaining tension just flow away. I'm going to guide you through a little meditation of gratitude using the 5 senses. And so we begin with the eyes. Feeling gratefulness for your eyes and for all of the beautiful things that your eyes take in every day. Seeing the beauty of the world around you. Seeing the faces of the people that love you. Seeing the words that you read and seeing the things that bring you joy, the pictures, the photographs, the art, all the things that your eyes take in every day. Feeling gratefulness for your tears, for the tears that you shed, for the tears of happiness as well as the tears of sorrow. Embrace the gratefulness for the existence of those tears. And for the gratefulness of the gift of sight. And then just continue to breathe in that gratefulness. Inhaling and exhaling, letting your body relax. And we move to the next of our five senses, the sense of smell. Feeling grateful for the sense of smell and the gifts that it brings. As we smell the smells of nature, the freshness of a forest, of the pine trees, the freshness of the ocean air, the saltiness, the freshness of the items that you have in your space right now, perhaps your candle or your essential oils. The smells of the dinner that you're about to have, or maybe the dinner that you had, the smells that still linger in your house, the smells of flowers, and the smells of perfume, and all of the smells and the scents that make up our lives. Feeling gratitude for your sense of smell, the familiar smells of your childhood, and just let that resonate with you as you continued to breathe in and out in the present moment. And now we'll move to the sense of taste and gratefulness for the sense of taste, for the foods that nourish us, for the foods that bring back memories, memories of holidays, memories of birthdays, favorite foods that evoke various feelings and emotions, and gratefulness for the ability to taste those things that bring us joy and pleasure. And remembering taste sensations like a cold popsicle on a hot day, or a warm cup of tea that you share with a friend. The feeling of an icy snowflake on your tongue and the freshness of that taste. And just let that sink in, that feeling of gratefulness, that feeling of gratitude. And then let's move to the sense of hearing, of sounds, and the gift that sound brings to us each and every day. For the voices that are in our lives, the voices of our loved ones, the laughter of our friends, the sounds of nature, the sounds that you feel when you hold a seashell up to your ear, and that resonance that is unique just to that seashell. The gift of hearing music and all the things that music brings to our lives, the joy, and then all the sounds that are around us, from the loudest sounds to the most still sounds, whispers and soft sounds, to feeling all sorts of sounds around you every day, to the sounds of traffic and noise, to the small sweet sounds. And just be grateful for that gift of sound in your life and at the present moment. Check in with your breath once again, feeling it ebb and flow, feeling yourself connect with all of your senses in peace and in gratitude. And we'll move now to the last of our five senses, the sense of touch. The feeling of caressing someone's hand, holding their hand. The feeling of reaching out to someone in need. The feeling of a hug, of feeling supported, and just letting ourselves go into that hug between yourself and someone else. Feeling the softness of a blanket, a supportive stuffed animal, perhaps. Feeling the softness of a dog or a cat as you enfold them in your touch, as you pet them or embrace them. And just that awareness of the gratitude of the sense of touch, of all that is tactile in our world, of different feelings of smoothness and roughness, and just bringing joy to that sense of touch. And then in gratitude for your body, the body that supports you each and every day, the body that is the framework for you, that does all the work for you, your arms and your legs, your strong shoulders, and the movement that you have every day, and the resilience that comes from that movement, from noticing your strength and where it comes from. It comes from within. And just give yourself a moment or two to be grateful for your hands and your feet and your whole body, from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And finally, in gratefulness for your compassionate, wonderful, caregiving heart, for that heart that gives to so many people throughout the course of your day, that heart that works so hard on behalf of the people that you're caring for in your life. And let that feeling of gratitude wash over you like a soft wave. And let that feeling of gratitude deepen your rest in the present moment. And allow yourself to rest completely and rest well. Rest well. Rest well. Very gently begin to bring some movement back to the body. Maybe wiggling your fingers or toes, rocking your head a little bit from side to side. Just finding whatever stretch feels good to you at this moment, whatever your body is calling for at this time. And when that feels complete, you can roll to one side, making a little pillow for your head with your elbow, and just rest there. No worries, no rush. And when you're ready, you can press yourself back up into a seated position. And I invite you to keep the eyes closed if you like, or leave them softly cast down, but just to kind of keep all that calmness and balancing in within yourself before we close today, just to stay in the present moment. Good, and I'll share with you our quotations for this evening. This comes from Amy Poehler. She says, find a group of people who inspire you, spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life forever. And then finally, gratitude opens the way to flow. So I hope you experience some deep rest in our yoga nidra at the end of our practice today, and that your stress level has gone down significantly. And I invite you to share our greeting, bringing our arms up into the air, and then bringing hands down to heart center. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.